Hi everyone, I'm Dr. S. Luna Yunus, Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry, Kamaraj College of Engineering and Technology. So in this video, let's see the introduction and we'll solve few problems based on electrode potential, oxidation potential as well as reduction potential, and also EMF problems. So Nernst equation plays an important role in the calculation of electrode potential as well as EMF of the cell. So these two concepts are very important to understand the electrochemical cell. So generally, depending on the concentration, there will be a variation in electrode potential. So this concept is very important. So let's solve few problems. So the basic steps involved in this will be, so for all the cells, basically the cell reaction should be written first. So these are the basic tips. So cell reaction should be written, then the number of electrons involved. So generally oxidation reaction as well as reduction will occur simultaneously. Due to this, we must know the number of electrons which are involved in the oxidation as well as reduction. So that is the second one. And then we have to find the concentration of the cell. So concentration will depend on the solution which we are going to use. So concentration, and finally we have to substitute all the values in the formula, and the electrode potential can be calculated. So coming to the first problem, calculate the reduction potential of Cu2 plus Cu at a concentration of 0.5 m at 25 degrees C. Now the standard electrode potential for copper E0 for Cu2 plus Cu is 0.337. So in this problem, we are going to find out the reduction potential. So reduction potential is nothing but the potential which is produced during reduction reaction. Okay. Now initially we have to see what are all the data given. So what is given? The concentration is being given. So the concentration of Cu2 plus is given as 0.5. So first let's write all the data which are given. And now the E0 value for copper, E0 Cu2 plus slash Cu is equal to 0.337 volt. Since it is reduction potential, the E0 value is 0.337. And now we have to note down the number of electrons. Okay, so the number of electrons involved. Actually what happens is, during reduction, Cu2 plus will gain 2 electrons. Cu2 plus 2 electrons will give Cu. So the number of electrons involved in this cell will be 2. Okay, now let's see the solution. Before that, we have to write down the formula. So based on Nernst equation, we know E is equal to E0. Since it is reduction potential, it carries a positive sign, plus 0.0591 divided by N log concentration of Cu2 plus. Okay, so this is the formula. Now substitution. Let's write this solution, just substituting all the data given. So E, since we are finding the reduction potential, it can be written as E reduced. So E reduced is equal to, so E0 is the standard electrode potential for copper. So the standard electrode potential is 0.337 volt plus 0.0591 divided by 2 log concentration of Cu2 plus is 0.5, log of 0.5. So all the data are being substituted in Nernst equation. Now coming to the calculation part, log 0.5 is minus 0.3010. Just we are going to do the substitution. Okay, 0.337 plus 0.0591 divided by 2, log of 0.5 is minus 0.3010. Okay. Now when we simplify this, what we get is 0.3 337. Since it carries a minus, this will become minus. So on multiplying this and dividing it by 2, we get 0.089. So 0.337 minus 0.089 is 0.328 volt. So the reduction potential for copper is found to be 0.328. Okay, now coming to the second problem. So if it is reduction potential, we will be using a positive sign, and if it is oxidation potential, a negative sign will be used. So next, second problem. So now we will see a problem which is used to find out the oxidation potential of zinc. So calculate the oxidation potential of Zn2 plus slash Zn. Concentration is given as 0.2 at 25 degrees C. Standard reduction potential of zinc is 0.763 volt. Okay, so let's write the data which are given. So given, what are all given in this? So this 25 degrees C, we are not going to use this for any substitution. Okay, so just the temperature is being mentioned. So concentration of Zn2 plus is given as 0.2 moles. And then the reduction potential of zinc, standard reduction potential of zinc is given as 0.763 volt. Actually in the EMF series, the reduction potential of zinc will be minus 0.73 volt. Now since we are going to find out the oxidation potential, so oxidation potential of zinc will be minus of reduction potential. So minus 0.763 will become plus 0.763 volt, but it's already given in the problem. So the standard E0 value is found to be 0.763 volt. And then coming to the number of electrons. Now zinc is capable of undergoing oxidation. Oxidation is nothing but loss of electrons. So Zn loses 2 electrons. Zn2 plus 2 electrons during oxidation. So the number of electrons involved will again be 2. Okay, now coming to the formula. So the formula of, again we are going to use the Nernst equation. Since we are finding the oxidation potential, the sign will be minus. So formula is E is equal to, or we can write it as E oxidized is equal to E0 minus 0.0591 divided by N log concentration of Zn2 plus. So this is equal to, so E0 standard reduction potential value is found to be 0.763 minus 0.0591 divided by 2 log. So the concentration given is, the concentration of the solution is found to be 0.2. So as the previous problem, first we have to find out the log value. Then the 0.0591 will be multiplied by the log value and divided by 2. So we will get 0.763 minus 0.0591 by 2. Log of 0.2 is found to be minus, again it is a minus 0.69897. So value is 0.69897. So now this becomes 0.763. So minus into minus plus, when we multiply it with 0.0591 into 0.69897, what we get is 0.02. So on adding these two, we will get 0.783 volt. So this is the oxidation potential of zinc. So this problem is also similar to the previous one. Only thing is the sign differs as we are finding the oxidation potential. Now next we will see some problems based on EMF. So before that, let's see what is EMF or electromotive force. So EMF is defined as the difference in potential which causes flow of electrons from an electrode of higher potential to an electrode of lower potential. Okay, so the formula used to calculate the EMF is very simple based on the electrodes, the right hand side electrode and left hand side electrode, that is cathode as well as the anode, we can calculate the EMF. So EMF is given by the formula E naught cathode minus E naught anode, or in simple words EMF is equal to E naught right minus E naught left. Always cathode, if we consider a cell, cathode will be on the right hand side, be on the left hand side. A simple example is a Daniel cell in which zinc, which is the anode, will be to the left and copper, which is the cathode, will be to the right. So both will be connected with the voltmeter, and a salt bridge will be there to connect the solutions and so on. So E naught right minus E naught left is used to find the EMF of the cell. Okay, this is a simple problem. Calculate the standard EMF of the following cell: Zn, ZnSO4, Cu, SO4, Cu. So the standard reduction potential of zinc as well as copper is given. So what we understand is a cell is there. Now this cell has two electrodes, zinc electrode as well as a copper electrode. Now the electrode potentials are given for each. So let's write the given data. Given. So reduction potential of Zn, that is E naught for Zn, is given as minus 0.763 volt, and second one is for copper. So E naught for copper, standard reduction potential value for copper is plus 0.34 volt. So this is the data which is given. Now the formula, just we are going to find the EMF of this cell. So EMF or E cell is equal to E naught right minus E naught left, or E naught cathode minus E naught anode. So right hand side electrode will be the cathode, that is 0.34 minus of minus 0.763. So this becomes 0.34 plus 0.763. So on adding these two we get 1.10 volt. So this is the EMF of the cell. So EMF of the cell is also very important in electrochemistry. Okay, we'll see one more problem to find out the EMF, in which some other electrodes are used. Okay, fourth problem. Calculate this. So now this is a iron copper voltaic cell. So previous case we saw a zinc copper cell, which is nothing but a Daniel cell. Here we have two electrodes, iron and the other one is copper. Given the standard electrode potentials of copper and iron, both are given. The electrode potential for copper is given as 0.34, and for iron it is minus 0.44. So all these values will be there in the EMF series table. Okay, so first let me write the data which are given. E naught for copper is given as plus 0.34 volt, and then coming to iron. So the E naught value for iron, E naught Fe, is equal to minus 0.44 volt. So from the signs we can understand which will be the anode and which will be the cathode. Here iron will act as the anode and the copper will act as the cathode. Now to find the EMF of this cell. So this problem is similar to the previous one. So EMF of the cell or E cell is equal to E naught right minus E naught left, or in other words, right will be the cathode. Here the cathode is copper. So 0.34 minus of minus 0.44, which is equal to 0.34. So minus into minus it will become plus. So we get 0.44, which is equal to 0.78 volt. So the EMF of the cell is 0.78 volt. Okay, so in this video we have seen how to calculate the EMF of the cell and also the electrode potential, I mean oxidation potential as well as reduction potential based on Nernst equation. So these two are very important as far as electrochemical cells are concerned. Thank you.